Hi, I'm Esme. I just turned 16 last month, but sometimes I feel like I've been alive for 100 years, especially in this house. Get down here and clean this kitchen. What do you think? We're your servants? That's Dad. Robert to everyone else, but just Dad to me. His voice bounces off the walls like it's trying to find me, even when I'm right there in plain sight. I'm doing my homework. Can I finish this problem set first? Now means now. Don't make me come up there. I slam my textbook shut and head downstairs. Our house looks perfect from the outside. White picket fence, manicured lawn, the whole deal. But inside? Different story. About time. Your mother's had a long day at work. The least you could do is help around here instead of being so selfish. Mom leans against the counter, scrolling through her phone. She doesn't even look up. Vanessa, don't start with her. Just make sure she cleans everything properly this time. That's how they talk. Like I'm not even in the room. Mom to my face. Vanessa when they discuss me like I'm a problem to solve. Remember Aunt Claire is stopping by tomorrow. This place better be spotless. Mom finally looks up from her phone. And wear something decent for once. Your aunt already thinks we're too lenient with you. Aunt Claire is Mom's sister. She lives a few hours away and visits every couple months. She's different. Actually asks me questions and listens to the answers. How's school going? Dad asks. But it's not really a question. It's a setup. Fine. I got an A on my history project. A minus? What happened to the plus? Getting lazy? There's no right answer with Dad. A means I'm not trying hard enough. If I got an A plus, he'd ask why I'm not taking harder classes. The next day, Aunt Claire comes over. I'm washing dishes when she walks into the kitchen. Esme, look at you, growing up so fast. She hugs me tight and I wince. Dad grabbed my arm last week, left a bruise. You okay, sweetie? Yeah, just sore from gym class. She gives me this look, like she doesn't quite believe me. Later, I meet Tyler at the park. He's been my friend since 6th grade. Your parents still being jerks? Tyler asks, kicking a stone. Same as always. Dad's been worse lately. Lost some big client at work. You should tell someone, Esme. That's not normal. And go where? Foster care? No thanks. I don't tell Tyler everything. Not about how Dad throws things when he's angry. How Mom locks me out sometimes when I misbehave. How they take my phone for days if I get home 5 minutes late. That night, it happens. I'm up late studying. The clock reads 11:58 when Dad bursts in. You took money from my wallet. What? No, I didn't. He grabs me by the arm, pulls me off the bed. Don't lie to me. I swear, I didn't take anything. The clock hits midnight as his fist connects with my side. I hear a crack, feel a pain so sharp I can't breathe. Robert, what's going on? Mom appears in the doorway. She's stealing from us now. I'm on the floor, clutching my side. I think something's broken. Mom laughs. Actually laughs. You deserve this, Esme. You're just dead weight around here. Always have been. That's when I know. This isn't just a bad night. This is my life, and it's not going to get better. Through tears, I reach for my phone. My fingers tremble as I dial 911, each breath sending sharp pain through my side. What are you doing? Hang up that phone right now! Dad lunges toward me. 911, what's your emergency? My dad just hit me. I think my rib is broken. Please help. Dad yanks the phone from my hand, but it's too late. The call connected. You've really done it now. His voice drops to that dangerous quiet. They'll never believe you. You fell. Remember that? Mom stands in the doorway, arms crossed. Always the drama queen. Fine, let the police come. See where that gets you. I curl into myself, each breath like fire in my chest. Why do you hate me so much? Hate you? We've given you everything. Ungrateful doesn't begin to describe what you are. Mom kneels down, her face inches from mine. Your father works 60 hours a week to keep a roof over your head. I've sacrificed my entire life for you. And this is how you repay us? 20 minutes later, a knock at the door. Dad transforms instantly, his face relaxed, voice concerned. Thank you for coming, officer. We're so sorry for the confusion. Officer Ramirez steps inside, hand resting casually on his belt. Where's your daughter? Upstairs. She had a fall. Teenagers always on their phones, not watching where they're going. Dad's laugh sounds so normal. I'm still on my bedroom floor when Officer Ramirez enters, Mom and Dad hovering behind him. Hey there, I'm Officer Ramirez. Want to tell me what happened? Dad clears his throat. She was on her phone, missed the step at the top of the stairs. We heard the crash. That's not what... I start. She called you in a panic before we could even check on her. Mom interrupts, her voice honey-sweet. We've been trying to get her to put that phone down for months. Is that what happened? Officer Ramirez asks me directly. I look at Dad's face, see the warning in his eyes. I fell. She's been having trouble at school lately, acting out. Mom sighs dramatically. We're at our wits' end. Your rib hurts? Let's get you to a doctor, Officer Ramirez offers. We've already called our family doctor. He's expecting us in the morning. Dad puts his hand on my shoulder, squeezes just hard enough to hurt. When Officer Ramirez finally leaves, Dad drops the act. Pull something like that again, and you'll wish a broken rib was all you had. They don't take me to any doctor. At school the next day, I can barely focus through the pain. During lunch, Miss Wilson, the counselor, spots me wincing. Esme, are you all right? You're holding your side. Just sore from gym. Mind stopping by my office after school? In her office, Miss Wilson watches me ease into the chair. That doesn't look like gym soreness. I fell. Down the stairs? Into a door? Those are common explanations I hear. Something in her eyes makes me almost tell the truth. What would happen, hypothetically, if someone's parents hurt them? Hypothetically, there would be people who could help, safe places to go. Hypothetically, what if nobody believed them? Evidence helps. Documentation. Miss Wilson slides a card across her desk. My cell number. Anytime. Walking home, I stop at the drugstore and buy a small notebook. On the first page, I write, April 15th, midnight. Dad hit me, broke rib. Mom said I deserved it. This is just the beginning. 3 weeks passed, and my notebook filled with dates and descriptions. Every screaming match, every shove, every threat. You sure about this? Tyler handed me his old phone during lunch. It's got plenty of storage. Just keep it hidden. I need proof. Nobody believes just words. I showed him the purple finger marks on my wrist. Geez, Esme. Tyler took a photo. We should timestamp these. Start a folder. After school, we set up the phone with a recording app. This records automatically when it detects raised voices, Tyler explained. Keep it plugged in and hidden in your room. That night, I slipped the phone between my mattress and box spring. 2 days later, I hit jackpot. Why is there a B on this report card? Dad's voice came through crystal clear. We don't accept mediocrity in this house. It's advanced calculus, Dad. Most seniors don't even take it. The sound of something slamming. Don't talk back to me. Robert, the neighbors will hear. Mom's voice, always worried about appearances. A few days later, Aunt Claire showed up unannounced. Surprise visit. I was in the area for a conference. She hugged me, then pulled back. You've lost weight. During dinner, Dad kept cutting me off. So for my science project, I was thinking, Esme needs to focus on her math grade instead of wasting time. Sounds like an interesting project, Esme. What's it about? Aunt Claire asked. It doesn't matter, Mom interrupted. That's quite controlling, isn't it? Aunt Claire set down her fork. She's 16, not 6. You don't have kids, Claire. You wouldn't understand discipline. Dad's voice had that dangerous edge. Later, Aunt Claire cornered me. Is everything okay here, really? Before I could answer, Mom appeared. Esme, homework, now. The next day, Miss Wilson called me to her office. Your aunt called me. She's worried. What did she say? That your parents seemed unusually controlling. Are you ready to talk about what's really going on? I hesitated, then pulled out my notebook. I've been keeping track. Miss Wilson read through it. I need to make a call. There's someone from social services who should see this. That afternoon, I came home to find Dad in my room with my notebook. What's this? He held it up, rage twisting his features. School notes. My heart hammered. Lies, all of it. He ripped pages out. You think anyone would believe this garbage? It's just for English class. Creative writing. He grabbed my arm, fingers digging in. Think carefully about your next move, Esme. If they take you away, where do you think you'll go? Some group home? Foster care with strangers who'll treat you far worse than we ever have? He leaned close. And if by some miracle you ever came back, you'd wish you hadn't. That's a promise. That night, I texted Tyler. Tomorrow, we finish this. Morning came, and I grabbed the hidden phone. 3 weeks of recordings. All the photos Tyler had taken of my injuries. The torn pages from my notebook that I'd rescued from the trash. You ready? Tyler met me at the corner. Once we do this, there's no going back. I already can't go back. Not after last night. We walked into school together, straight to Miss Wilson's office where Aunt Claire was already waiting. I called her, Miss Wilson explained. After what you showed me yesterday, we need to move quickly. I've already spoken to a lawyer. Aunt Claire's voice was steady. And filed for emergency temporary guardianship. 2 police officers arrived. Officer Ramirez from before and a woman officer. You have everything? Officer Ramirez asked. I handed over the phone. There's about 15 recordings. The worst ones are marked with stars. They listened to just one recording. Dad screaming about how he should have knocked some sense into me years ago, and exchanged looks. That's enough for now. We'll need to talk to your parents. They're both at work, I said. Perfect timing. Aunt Claire squeezed my hand. The officers drove us to Dad's office first. The receptionist's eyes went wide seeing 2 cops escort me in. I need to speak with Robert Martinez, Officer Ramirez said. Dad came out from his office, face dropping when he saw me. What's going on? We need to discuss a domestic violence situation, sir. This is ridiculous. My daughter is just seeking attention. Play the recording from April 23rd, I told Officer Ramirez. Dad's face went pale as his own voice filled the room. You think a broken rib is bad? Push me again and I'll show you what real pain is. His boss had stepped out of his office, listening. Robert, what the hell is this? Next was Mom's workplace. She tried to run when she saw us coming. Vanessa Martinez, we have some questions, the female officer called out. Whatever she told you is a lie, Mom hissed, looking at me with pure hatred. We have evidence suggesting you've been complicit in ongoing child abuse. That night, I slept at Aunt Claire's apartment while my parents were processed at the police station. The next weeks were a blur of statements, court appearances, and meetings with social workers. 6 months later, Dad was sentenced to 3 years for child abuse and assault. Mom got 18 months for child endangerment. Their mugshots made the local paper. Dad lost his job. Their friends disappeared. I started therapy, moved permanently into Aunt Claire's spare bedroom, and even made the honor roll again. A year after everything, Mom sent a letter from prison. We were just trying to raise you right. Your father's temper got out of hand sometimes, but we love you. Families should stick together. When I get out, we should try to rebuild our relationship. I tore it up without responding. You okay? Aunt Claire asked, finding me staring at the shredded paper. Yeah, for the first time, I really am. They might try to contact you again. Doesn't matter. I'm done being their punching bag. This is my life now. That night, I threw away the last thing I had from my old house, a family photo I'd kept hidden in my wallet. I didn't need reminders of who I used to be. That Esme was gone, and the new one was just getting started. What do you think about Esme's mother in this story? Is someone who watches abuse, enables it, and even encourages it just as guilty as the person throwing the punches? Or does the father bear more responsibility since he was the one who physically harmed Esme? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to know where you stand on this difficult question. If this story resonated with you, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel for more powerful stories about overcoming adversity. Your support helps these important stories reach more people who might need to hear them.